Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm excited for y'all to be here, and as well as I'm excited to get y'all my breakdown for tonight's game between the Toronto Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. This should be a very exciting series. It's a lot of things at stake for both teams. The Warriors, they are looking for their fourth title in the last 5 years, which would equal a total only the 1956 through 1966 Boston Celtics were able to accomplish, while the Raptors are trying to make history, not only in the NBA as being the first Canadian team to win the NBA Finals, but their own personal franchise history because this is their first time hosting a home game in the NBA Finals. So there are a ton of things that definitely are. There are a ton of factors that make this series exciting. First off, I'd like to start with the season series between the two teams. The Raptors swept them this season. The first game came at home for the Raptors. They won 131 to 128 in overtime. Kawhi Leonard led the way with 37 points. He played spectacular. He had a great duel with Kevin Durant. And, that game was just exciting from start to finish. But KD didn't get outplayed in that game. Actually, to me, KD was the star of that matchup. KD had 51 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Although it came in a losing effort, it was still a spectacular performance. He hit a three right in Kawhi Leonard's face to send the game to overtime, and it was just like a beautiful game to watch. Like you saw early on that there would be a great potential matchup between them two teams. They met each other in the finals, but the only thing about that game was Steph Curry didn't play, so it was like an asterisk put on that game by a lot of not by, not, by a lot of analysts and a lot of fans around the NBA. So then we go to December 12th in their second matchup, and the Warriors were at full strength. Curry played, everybody played. The only person who didn't play was Kawhi Leonard. So you would think a Warriors blowout was about to come, but it was a complete opposite. The Raptors completely destroyed these dudes, man. They beat them 113 to 93, and the star of that game was actually Kyle Lowry. He had 23 points and 12 rebounds. He outplayed Steph, who only had 10 points on 3 of 12 shooting. The Warriors played pathetic from top to bottom. Well, I can't say from top to bottom because, KD, he did manage to play good. KD had 30 points on 13 of 22 shooting, and it was a very good game from him, but it was a pathetic outing from the Warriors as a whole. And also, what stood out about that game is the others from the Raptors, which included Danny Green, Pascal Siakam, and Serge Ibaka. They combined for 48 points, and they played stellar defense throughout that game. I'm talking about the Wire. I'm speaking ahead, but the Raptors controlled that game from start to finish, and it was just like you saw in that game that the Raptors was like a serious contender, But even then, everybody make the jokes about them being, the baby dinosaurs and their regular season team and everything, but like you saw early on that they got a little grit in them thanks to their new head coach Nick Nurse. So it was a good game from start to finish from them, like I said, and it was a horrible game from the Warriors. Steph, Draymond, and Clay shot a combined 11 from 34 for the game, and that's not gonna get it done. So throughout the season, the Raptors and Warriors, they pretty much played well throughout the year. They both finished second and third in wins. The Raptors finished with 58 wins, while the Warriors finished with 57 wins. And as you can see, their season series is what determined who got the home court advantage in the NBA Finals now. So, so my point of, this whole video is just to show everybody that, I know it is the regular season. Like, the matchup that happened between them two was the regular season, but I do think the Raptors are going to put up a good fight. I really do. Like, even just looking at a lot of similar statistics between those two, they both rank in the top 10 in defense and offense. They both rank as good 3-point percentage shooting teams. They both are good defensive rebounding teams. But what was kind of shocking that I saw was that the Warriors actually are a better rebounding team than the Raptors. You would think the Raptors would have an advantage, but the Warriors average 46 rebounds a game compared to the Raptors 44, and the Raptors You know, you would think with big man Marc Gasol and Pascal and, you know, Serge that they'd be more dominant on the glass, but they only had a 0.4% rebound advantage over their opponents. So one thing I say about that, if the Raptors are going to, you know, win this series in any way, they gotta dominate on the glass. Like, there's no way that they should let Kevon Looney, and Draymond beat them on the boards. If so, this is going to be a quick series. I say this may even be a 4-game series if the Warriors are able to control the glass. But apart from that, I do have some key matchups, and it's not between Kawhi and KD because I didn't say this already, but Kevin Durant is not expected to play the first 2 games, so you know I don't think Kawhi is really the concern. Like, I think we all should know what to expect from Kawhi. He gonna try to go from 30, he gonna try to shoot 50%, and he gonna try to play his best defensive effort. But I do believe Klay Thompson is gonna like play a role in stopping, you know, Kawhi from getting his 30 every game. I think Klay is a very underrated defender, but I'm glad the NBA has finally recognized his efforts by giving him a second team all defense this season because it's well deserved. But my matchup in this series is the matchup between Kyle Lowry and Stephen Curry. Well, that's my first matchup. I say that's an important matchup because just from like a name perspective, we all know Curry just came off a series where he's averaging 36 point something. You know, I believe it's 36.5, 36.7 against the Portland Trailblazers, and he was just scorching these dudes from beyond the arc, and he really outplayed Damian Lillard. Like, it was like a no contest. Like, if that was like a boxing match, it'd be like it was like a first round knockout type thing. You know, that's how well Steph Curry played against Dame Lillard. But I think Kyle Lowry, as funny as it say, I think Kyle Lowry gonna play a great series though. Like, in they matchups, Kyle Lowry always plays a good game against Steph Curry. Like, no flex. Like, just look through their matchups from 2015 through 2019. Like, Kyle Lowry plays them tough. Kyle Lowry is a bulldog on defense, man, and he could score on offense. Like, he's not a Curry or a Clay or anything like that. He's not gonna erupt for 40 points, but Kyle Lowry can give you a sneaky 30. You know, some games. I mean, I wouldn't count on that, but he can give you like a solid 25. You know, like, I believe Kyle Lowry is gonna play a great series. I really do. Like, out of all the people who have something to prove, Kyle Lowry is the person that really needs to show something, and he showed it against the Bucks. Like, the last 3 games against the Bucks, he played exceptionally well. He was the reason, along with Fred VanVleet, why they was able to come back from the 2-0 deficit. You know, so you know, Kyle Lowry is he is an all-star for a reason. So let's not, you know, discount him and discredit him. You know, he's an all-star. He's a former All-NBA team member himself. So I think he's going to play Curry pretty well. Also, the matchup between Pascal Siakam and Draymond Green should be very fun. It's like one of them throwback matchups between like a Dennis Rodman matchup, you know, against, you know, whatever big man you want to think, like a Dennis Rodman against a Kurt Thomas. I know a lot of people may not know who Kurt Thomas is, but it's like the old matchups with Dennis Rodman when he's with the Bulls against the Knicks type of thing, you know, or Dennis Rodman against, you know, just anybody. But like, my point is, Draymond and Siakam, they are both energy players, and they both go bring their all. You know, they show it in different ways. Siakam not really a rah-rah type of guy, but he does bring a lot of energy. You see it through his play. He always falling around. He always making blocks. He always getting steals. He's spinning off of people to get layups. He's fighting for rebounds. But Draymond plays the same way. But you go hear it. Draymond gonna let you know when he doing something. He gonna let you know when he get a rebound. He gonna let you know when he hit a 3. He gonna let you know when he outmans you for a board. You know, so like, I expect that matchup to really be pivotal in this game 1 because the Raptors definitely have to match the energy. If the Raptors have to match the energy of the Warriors if they have any chance of winning this game in this series, like, what I'm trying to say is I believe Siakam has to have a big game, like a 20-10 game like he's having early in the playoffs against the Orlando Magic and against the Philadelphia 76ers. Like, Siakam is going to really have to man up against Draymond because Draymond is not going to make it easy for him, you know, and you know, especially not in the NBA Finals. Like I said, it's a lot at stake. But I do feel that Siakam's going to show up, as well as I do feel Marc Gasol being his first finals, and Ibaka returning back to the finals since 2012 when he played against the Heat as a member of the OKC Thunder. I think all them guys are going to bring their A game. Like, I really do. Like, that Toronto crowd is going to really propel these guys to, like, play their best ball. I really feel that. Like, Toronto crowd is not as loud as Golden State's, but it's right there. It's right there. Like, I believe those are the two loudest crowds in the NBA. And you know Drake is going to be courtside, cheering on guys on, and wrecking havoc. We're trying to wreak mental havoc on Draymond and Klay Thompson and Curry. With his antics, and it all should be fun. It all really should be fun. Like I said, I believe it's going to be a great game. I believe Kawhi is going to play a pretty good game. I don't think he's going to be great tonight. I love him to be great because I did pick the Raptors before the season to make the NBA Finals, so I hope he plays great. But the Warriors do have a lot to throw at them with Draymond, with Klay, with Iggy, and I think Kawhi is going to have to play more of a facilitator role early on in this game, and then work his way into the scoring mode. And he's very capable of doing it because he is a willing passer. He's not a LeBron James as a passer per se, or heck, even a Kevin Durant. But he's a willing passer, and he know how to make the right read. So I think guys like Norman Powell and Fred VanVleet have to continue to play well. And my God, Danny Green really need to hit a shot. Like, this dude been awful. Honestly, he been awful like the past 2 rounds, and they really need Danny Green to be a veteran and to revert back to 2013 Danny Green when he broke all these NBA final record shooting threes and everything. And I think he still can do that. Danny Green, he still is a good shooter. He still is a solid veteran. So I think, he'll have a good game tonight. And my prediction is I think the Raptors will win a close one tonight. I think they'll win a close one tonight. I can't really put a score on it because I don't want it to be close. I'd rather them just win a blowout just for the fact if it's close, I don't know if they really have the guys to really get it done, because the Warriors do have a lot of championship grit, and the Warriors have the best offense, like I was saying in my life. Like, even under pressure, like, when that ball is moving, it's like it just seems so flawless. So yeah. We'll see what to expect. We'll see what's going to happen in the next hour or so, and hopefully we just have a good game. Hopefully the Raptors can win so we don't have a sweep in the NBA Finals like we did last season. But like I said, just hope for the best, and I believe the Raptors are going to play their best tonight, and I do think that they will come out with the victory tonight. So, just stay tuned and keep following my channel. More vids to come.